Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Making Mommy Move show. We've got Larry back with us again today, and I apologize for any delay because we are still recovering from our busiest weekend of the year. Mm-hmm. We had our busiest event of the year, and everything turned out beautifully, but man, we were tired.
Yeah.
And we wanted to actually talk to you guys about that this week because we really believe in the consistent action and showing up and putting in the work, and even though you're tired, still keep going.
Big time.
So let's start with that.
Yeah. It definitely starts with pushing yourself, for sure. But also knowing when to stop. Finding your limits.
Yeah, knowing that's the key word right there, is your limits, because we are our limits are pretty far, I guess I should say, but we also need to acknowledge when our bodies are telling us that we need rest, and you need to go to bed right now, you can pick it up in the morning. Mm-hmm. So on, Saturday night, I had pushed myself, and it was a good thing that I did because it ended up paying off on Sunday for our big event, but we had gotten back from an event 3 hours away and immediately jumped into production for our next day.
Yep.
And it was probably 11:30, midnight, that we were like, okay, this is the last thing we're doing and we're going to bed because we need to be well rested for tomorrow.
Yeah, and up early.
Yeah. So we actually did push ourselves to the right limit because we ended up having the perfect timeline. Even though it was very rushed, it worked out.
Mm-hmm. We got it all done.
Yeah. Even though it wasn't exactly how we had planned, but that kind of brings us back to the pushing yourself and know your limit.
Yeah. And I feel like you can push yourself beyond your limit to find out where it is. And I feel like that was kind of what we did this weekend, having 4 events in a row. Because I remember when you booked 2 of them, because 2 of them were out of state, and you booked them and you're like, I'm feeling ambitious. Let's book these 2. Mm-hmm. And we already had 2 other events booked, at the same time. I'm like, if you feel like we can do it, we got it done.
Yeah, but I think that was our limit.
Yeah.
Anything more than that would have been too much unless it played out a little differently.
Yeah.
2 events we had were small and 2 of them were big.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that 2 of them were out of state made it all that more challenging as far as timeline logistics and whatnot. Thankfully, we had a really good team with us and everything worked out beautifully. But anyway, don't push yourself too far.
Yeah.
Or do to find out where your limit is.
Yeah. I think the whole point is that you need to push yourself and not just say, we already have 2 events that weekend. We don't need 2 more. And then, to test the waters of your capabilities. It doesn't matter what you do. To know, and then now we know next time. It's all right, well, we already have 2 events, and we don't want to go out of state, so we'll probably pass on that.
Yeah, or be more selective.
Yeah.
Be more intentional.
Mm-hmm.
But I like what you said about sometimes you need to push yourself because that's where the growth happens.
Yeah, outside of your comfort zone.
Uh-huh.
And we're all sorts of outside of our comfort zone lately.
Yeah, we feel like we're swimming out of water, and I guess that's a good thing because that's where you know you're growing. Mm-hmm. And we feel like we're growing.
Yeah.
I just had that mindset shift today that I'm like, man, I feel like a better version of myself. And I think I said a next level of myself.
Yeah.
Which is a really cool feeling that you finally feel secure and confident in what you're doing and are able to take it to the next level.
Yeah, the things that, your service, whatever it is, your pricing structure, what you charge, because I know that for a while you had a hard time, on the phone, talking to people saying our minimum is whatever, and now getting out of your comfort zone and proving it that you're worth what you say you're worth, and it not feeling like you're an imposter.
Yeah. I feel like that's when you know you're growing is when you feel like you're an imposter. So, right now, I actually feel confident in myself, and it means that I'm actually ready to take it up another level.
Yeah. And move on to the next thing.
Yeah. I want to say you should always feel like you're an imposter because that's when you know you're growing, to an extent.
Yeah.
Acting as if you are what you want. So, for me, I want to book high-value luxury weddings. So I act as if I already do. I'm posting those photos, I'm communicating to those brides, I'm sharing those things on our website and on our blog, and all of those things, acting as if we are working in those venues, freelancing for people that are working in those venues. So I'm putting myself in the room, I'm acting as if I'm doing them. And that's, I think, has a lot to do with it. So that kind of makes you feel like you're an imposter because you're not actually, even though you're acting as if you are.
Yeah.
But that's also the law of attraction coming through too.
Yeah. Well, and especially now is that you're not acting anymore.
No.
You are.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a good point to realize, is that act as if until you are, and then change the act.
Yeah, I like that.
Because now, you are booking high dollar. Mm-hmm. You are at the level that you want it to be. So now,
get up a notch.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like that goes for everything, like not just in business. Act as if you are already skinny. Act as if you are already fit. Act as if you are in the relationship of your dreams. Act as if you are a mother. Act as if you are a fantastic mother. Like, do the things that you would be doing if you thought that you were those things, and you will become those things.
Yes.
Does that hit? Does that make sense?
Yeah. And to kind of put a bow on it, bring it back around, in the acting as if and being uncomfortable and pushing yourself, it all plays together. So you need to get uncomfortable, and you need to say, all right, I want to do this, and then act like it. And it might feel uncomfortable, feel weird, like you're a fraud. But that's part of the process. It's part of growing.
Mm-hmm. That was really good.
Yeah.
I like that. We're going to keep this short for you guys because we are beat. And we are trying to be consistent and coming on when we said we would, stick to our schedule, and just give you as much content as we can, as much inspiration to keep you moving in the right direction and growing in your life and your business. So if you like this episode, tag it with your friends, tag us in it so we see it, we could share it, send us a DM, it's at Lyss.Morton, and Mort Moto Show is the Instagram we've been saying, even though that's not really a thing anymore.
Yeah, I haven't been on there in a while.
Yeah.
If you want to reach out to me, reach out to her, and she'll let me know.
All right, everybody. Tune into the next one, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. See ya.
Bye.